Welcome back trackside once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series fires things off for the Coca-Cola 188, the longest race of the season gonna be ran here tonight from the Queen City Charlotte Motor Speedway, hosting round number 13. Just 3 more weeks of a regular season racing action before we kick things off into playoff mode, and a handful of drivers looking good heading forward from here. But just about halfway through your qualifying session, we'll bring you some of the times. Track temperature, cool 72 degrees, should be a lot of grip out there in these Cup cars tonight. So as we are just about halfway through tonight's qualifying session, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all calls from trackside. And speaking of trackside, let's go ahead and throw some of that information up to the left-hand side of your screen. There you can see quick time here in qualifying belonging to the Toyota Camry. Front of the field, Rob Haynes going to put the 199. Top of the speed charts, 30:08. Fast time here in qualifying, almost a tenth faster than Compton, Derek Myers, Travis Smith, Chris Spencer going to round out your top 5 in qualifying with just 3 drivers to go, 3 drivers remaining here tonight in this 18-car field. Lance Yancey in his Ford Performance Super Snake number 77 machine, quick and happy hour. Look for Yancey to try to lay down a blazing lap here in qualifying. Gary Wright also right there in the 30 machine. He's yet to put in his time lapse. So as the music begins to fade away, looks like we've got that pretty clear-cut, dry picture of who's going to walk away with the top of the speed charts here in the qualifying session. Looks like that's going to go to Rob Haynes. So just like that, it's going to be the bag. Drivers already heading back to the haulers, getting their final few adjustments in before they head out to pre-race inspection. No, that's tough to hear out there in the chat. Kelly, appreciate you checking in. Unfortunately, one of our front runners in the point standings, as well as in the race winning column, Alex Coffey, some storms rolling through his area. Unfortunately, no power here tonight, so looks like the fast number 19 will not hit the track. Coffey definitely already secured his post-race or post-season hopes. 3 wins in his back pocket, so he's got a lot of margin to fall back on. Hope everything's all right over there with Alex and everybody. Kelly, again, appreciate you checking in with us. Hope everything goes well. Hope you enjoy the race here tonight. I know Alex isn't in the field, but hope you enjoy some great racing action. I don't know how it's going to get much better than last week's All-Star event that we seen right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The finish of that one, absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't checked it out, head on over to the YouTube channel. Check out the All-Star event last week right here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. So drivers, a little more familiar heading into this week. It's another home race for the drivers, a home race for the crews and the crew chiefs. All the families are here. Everybody's wanting to celebrate in Victory Lane. You're going to go a little harder here at your hometown track. So we'll see if there's anything these drivers may have learned last week that they're going to be able to put to the test here this week. A long night of racing, 125 laps, 188 miles around the track under the lights. What a way to kick things off here on Sunday night action with the Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. We're going to head trackside for your national anthem, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof
Head back trackside after the flyover. Drivers are ready to roll as they make their way to the starting grid. There you can see everybody lined up, ready to roll, waiting for the pace car lights to come on. And we'll fire things off here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 1.5 mile D-shaped oval. It's going to be one of the mecca of racings, in my opinion. Have had the wonderful opportunity to watch countless races here at this facility, and it is by far one of my favorites to visit. Glad we're here tonight. Glad you're out there watching in TV land. Call your friends, get some popcorn, and get ready for some great racing action here as race number 13 gets set to get underway. And as you hear the music in the background, you know the sounds, you know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Coca-Cola 188 inside row number 1, snatching the Damian Spears designed Apollo Award. Front of the field, leading him to the green flag, the 199 of Rob Haynes. Zachary Compton starting just to his outside, back in row number 2. Derek Myers and Travis Smith. Chris Spencer, Jerry West making up row number 3, row number 4 here tonight for the Coca-Cola 188. The 80 of Ryan Littleton and the 5 of Jan Van Leer. Dustin German, Barry Cleaver round out the top 10 with Roy Hyde and Carlton Charles. Back in row number 6, and in row number 7 here tonight, the 87 of Raymond Hadida, followed by the 83 of Thomas Watts. Steve Wolframe and Brian Skill Jr. back in row 8. Finishing out the 18-car field here tonight, the 77 of Lance Yancey and the 30 of Gary Wright. That's going to be it for your Damian Patton Real Estate starting lineup. Big shout out to Damian Patton Real Estate coming on board, sponsoring this season's starting lineup. So as drivers hit the restart zone, music will fade and engines will roar. Green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. All the gas and up side by side, down into turn number 1. A little bit of an advantage on the bottom. Car advantage off of turn 2. So just like that, green flag flies here tonight. 125 laps. Long night in store for a lot of these. Smith stay right where they qualified. Top 4 just going to settle in line. Here comes the lead by the 86 of Jerry West. Chris Spencer, the 11. SRTV network machine running the highway. Those marbles. We'll see if that pans out and pays off for him. Single file racing down the back stretch. A few drivers looking to peek out, looking to the bottom of the racetrack. Down top of the speedway. Matt Hemmings restrains. AC Delco number 8 Chevy. Hemmings up in 1 position. Going to grab that spot back now. Could move to the outside of the bottom. And a lot of room. A lot of racing room given right now by these drivers. Hot and heavy battles. Close action out there on the speedway. But a lot of room. As we get set to go 3 wide, as we put in lap number 3, we'll drop that timing and scoring. Down to the left hand side of your screen. Watch out, follow the line and find your favorite driver here tonight. Look at the beat for a 3 wide situation. Just not sure if that 80 of Littleton wants to put the nose of that machine in that particular spot this early in tonight's race. Number 4 as Leader works his way off of turn number 4. Leader across the line. The 81 going to take over the race lead. Contact with the outside wall. Contact with the outside wall. I believe that may have been the 83. With the outside wall, kicking up a little bit of dust early, and trouble in the back, and around goes the 83. Thomas Watt's going to go around. Caution flag will fly. Off of turn number 2, the 83 Wrangler machine having a little bit of issues. I believe that's going to catch up. I believe that may be... Yes, it is the 69 of Gary Cleaver is going to catch a piece of this action. So what do you say we take it high above the speed limit for the first time here tonight? Going to clue in for... On the replay, high above the track from the turn 3 drone cam. So we got that ready, boys. We got a thumbs up. Let's go check the replay here tonight. Going to catch it a little bit after the facts, but Watts. There it is, way up the track. 69 is going to come in, catch a piece of it. So Watts going to have some issues. We apologize. We thought that was Carlton Charles inside of that 83 machine, but nope, that's going to be Thomas Watts. So a little bit out of shape after a little dust up with the outside wall. Good. A little bit of a brush that he had be enough to have caused significant enough damage to maybe possibly blow a right tire. We'll have to wait to find out from the crew chief a little bit later on here tonight. So under caution for the first time here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We work our way around the track. Lap number 7. Now, for those of you that tuned in for the All-Star event or had a chance to watch it throughout this upcoming week, getting geared up, ready to go for tonight's Coca-Cola 188, you noticed Zachary Compton was one of those drivers that was made to be dealt with, is how we'll word it, without giving away too much of the finishing shakedown from last week's non-points All-Star event. Brought to you by Jekyll Controls. Walking away with a sweet prize in hand was the All-Star race winner. So hope you get to tell us how that's working out for you here in the near future. So again, we're not going to give out too much information. You want to know who won? Go back, check the replay, check it all out over there on the YouTube channel. Top 5 pretty much where they started tonight's event from. Only lead change has, or only change has been a lead change between Zachary Compton and Watt. He's ready to switch positions on the front row for the restart. Nobody else coming to pit lane. Nobody gonna top off for fuel here. Looks like top 10 gonna stay out on the older tires. We've got a mixed strategy back here through these drivers that pitted. Looks like the majority of them going with just a fuel-only stop, looking to get themselves a little bit of a strategy play early here tonight. You know, without a lot of laps on the tires, I don't know that even right sides would be enough of a significant change in the grip to make that much of a difference. But you know what will make a difference is those 6 laps extra time, extra fuel. So about half of the field going to be able to run a little bit further than the rest. And being behind somebody, you're going to be able to save a little more fuel as well. So it could be a sneaky situation. May we see some strategy play here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Pace car lights back out, double file, and a turn number 4. Our good buddy Josiah will turn on off the track, and we'll get ready to fire the engines once again. You're watching the Coca-Cola 188 as the green flag flies once again. And again, on the drop of the green flag, we're seeing the race leader have that big advantage of getting up through the field. Compton to have himself almost a half a second advantage to almost 3 wide for a second. Drivers jockeying for position on the restart. Here comes the 11th class. Spencer going to move in to the top 3 position, take the spot away from Eric Myers, who's going to fall back to 4th. Travis Smith dropping a spot. Now sitting in 5th position. side by side behind Smith right now as he ducks to the inside. Myers way up the racetrack. The Home Depot 24 going to fall in line. Whoa, big run off of turn 2. Top 4 goes single file, side-by-side racing action by the Dirty Air teammates. A little bit of a bobble, a little bit of a wiggle as he crossed over that white and blue line. Nowhere's out of bounds, just a little. It could have something. It's just not play games with it. Looks like the 11 holding up the 80 on the top side of the racetrack. Littleton gonna have to just stay in line for the time being. The Black Rifle Company number 9. Looking for position. He's not gonna have to just clear Littleton. He's gonna have to get a good enough run to try to clear that 11. Machine has well not gonna be able to clear. He's gonna allow Littleton to duck to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's see if Littleton can get the jump done. So with a handful of laps back underneath our belt, we'll drop that time in score. Let's go. Crosses line, Zachary Compton showing the way, but hot battle as Myers falls back to third. Side by side for first and second, side by side for fourth and fifth. Back behind them, let's go to a battle just around that top 10 position there. The team just off in the distance. 87 to Brayden Medina. Not being there for all playing at it. 8th, 9th, 10th on the racetrack. Lance Yancey making his way up through the field. There you can see that Ford Performance Super Snake Ford Mustang. Lance moving his way through. Fastest lap of the race for the third this time by that 87, the Bernier Beer. Number 87 Ford Mustang, piloted by Raymond Medina, going to turn in the fastest time. Now the quick time tonight. And really looking for any type of already early developing here tonight. Only 16 laps in, but looking to find that dominant line, that dominant lane here tonight. It does appear for the moment that the race is definitely where you want to be. Let's go up here and watch this battle for the race lead. Zachary Compton and Rob Haynes going at it. Brian Littleton going to now move into that third position. Everybody fighting for that high side. Middleton going to try his hand. He's made up a handful of positions on 4 spots from where he qualified outside of the top 5. Now with a third position, got teammate right behind him. Travis Smith digging on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to come up just a little bit to Home Depot 24. Derek Myers going to stay until we'll cross the line. Lap 18 now underway. So we got side-by-side racing action here at the front. A lot of drivers mixing it up. A lot of drivers looking good. Let's go on board here tonight with that Home Depot Ford Mustang piloted by Derek Myers. 24 going to work his way up off the bottom of the racetrack. And 4 across the stripe or jump around a little bit. Let's go back in the pack a little bit deeper here tonight. 33 Mac Tools. Chevy Camaro piloted by Brian Mescal Jr. Mescal Jr. just a little bit off a pace here tonight as we continue running. Green flag racing, quick caution on lap number 4. Drivers continuing to still mix it up at the front of the field, and we're going to take a look off the tail end of this number line machine. Danny T. Smith dealing with a little something behind him. Yet another great onboard camera shot here. Let's go around the track. On board now with the 5 of Jan Bandelier, working his way to the rear bumper cover. And oh, trouble! We got trouble on the bottom of the racetrack. Trouble and caution will fly. Caution flag flies here on lap number 20. Big time trouble, as I believe Derek Myers in the Home Depot machine that was caught up and involved in this one. Let's go check the replay. And Barry T. Just a little bit early on going up the racetrack, and there it is. Hard impact. Hard impact for the 87. Lance Yancey also going to catch a piece of this one. Oh, a tough break there for Myers. Tough break for the 199 as well. Rob Haynes very fast here tonight. And unfortunately going to get caught up in a little bit of a kerfuffle, as we like to call it. See how bad the sustained damage is here, as drivers more likely will all be heading to pit road. Green lights are on. Everybody ducking down. We've got a few takers, but a lot at the front going to continue to stay out. Top 6 going to stay out on the racetrack. Everybody else going to come to pit lane. As we find ourselves under caution for the first time here tonight, we're going to take this time an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. We're going to step away for a brief commercial break, but we'll be back with all your green flag action right here from Charlotte Motor Speedway.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And back trackside as promised, not missing any of the action as drivers make their way off of turn number 2. Double file, ready for the restart. We're ready to roll once again here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. You're watching the Coca-Cola 180. We're going to get a little closer to the action as drivers make their way into turn. Stacked up through 3 and 4, we roll pace car to get ready to make that left-hand turn, and we'll get set up time here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Pace cars in to the restart zone, and away we go. Green behind the wheel of that is restarting Tennessee Delco number 8 Chevy Caravan. For the first time here tonight, Brian Littleton going to be the lead. Going to win the race off of pit road. The double O going to move up to 6. Now up 5 positions for their with a good run. Deep into the corner goes Smith. That's going to pick it up the inside. 3 wide through 3. Will sort that out quick as Dustin German going to head straight to the bottom of the racetrack and right to the race lead. New race leader here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 11 going to slide up the your top 5 is still yet to hit pit road. 25 laps into its there's some guys on some pressure tires lurking around about 8th or 9th position, but kind of stagnant right now. 2-tire stops during this latest caution flag. With 2-tire stops. The field right now is that 80 machine. Just a little bit off base here on the cycle of tires, and it looks like it's struggling a little bit. German able to make that pass completed and look to the inside. Bottom of the racetrack, Raymond going to make up a position, going to make a move on Brian the Skeleton. Mac Tools 33 machine. Was a little bit off base early here tonight. Got a benefit of the caution now. Got up to the field and was running well here inside of the top 10, saving the 9th position. Those heavy batters all over the racetrack from the front all the way to the back, packed up here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. There you can see a handful of drivers in the background. Skirmish all heavy here tonight. Derek Myers all back there towards the tail end of the field. Just about. What's that going to be, guys? Come on, help me out here. What is it? 84? 94 laps on the bottom. So things not calming down at the front. One bit looking for the top. The top spot of the debut. Front, the 199 of Rob Haynes is going to go back to the front of the field. It's taking a little while to get there, but a lot of speed behind. Biggest race lead of the night down for Rob Haynes, starting to step out much better as well in second. Third place now, also a driver that headed down to pit road back on lap number 21, so maybe the guys Dustin German, Zachary Compton, Chris Spencer be asking the crew chief, hey, why didn't you bring me in for tires? Gary fast lap last time around, 30-18, the race leader of 30-21. So we mentioned it during qualifying. We're going to talk about it a little bit here as we get into the times race right around the way through the Coca-Cola 188. Continue to bring you some of that coverage as we talk about the point standings. That's right. Whoa, big issue. Whoa. Barry Cleaver way off track. How did he keep it out the wall? And we're hearing where damage on the 69. He was unable to keep it out. Yeah, there it is. Left front damage. A little bit of the contact. there. You can see Lance Yancey almost into that outside wall. He's going to 13 here tonight. Only 15 races in the regular season. Trying to make it into the postseason with the 2023 championship. Brought to you by Earnhardt Chevrolet.com. He's shaping up to be quite a bit of a good points battle. Alex Coffey, Dustin Jones, Earnhardt, Barney Littleton, Anthony Burch, Trina Smith, a little bit of gonna have, I believe it's gonna be top 15s for the next 3 weeks. His championship. Things starting to get a little cloudy though. A little floating on the Ron Van Leer, Brian Maciel Jr., all big names. A few of them have had a couple lackluster races this season. Not to their own fault or the crew chiefs, and sometimes you get kind of is what it is at that point. Those battles are going to get bigger, the fight's going to get more intense. Get yourself into a top 12 position. You're towards the front of the point standings. You got nothing to lose. You can throw some caution to the wind. And try to, maybe a little different fuel tire strategy. You're already pretty much locked in. You might as well go after the checkered flag of the dome. For a points race back at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum hosted the last points race. Steve Baker walking around. Brian Littleton, I apologize for the podium at Bristol. Hyde's making his way up through the field. Littleton falling back on the road. Turns 1 and 2. Lap number 39 underway. Still quite a bit of racing left to be had here tonight. Big question. Green flag pit stops. Green flag pit stops. A handful of these guys. Now 6 or 7 drivers have yet to make their last time we were under caution back at lap number 21. And Roy Hyde hit the inside. Hyde with a big hit on the outside. Caught the tail of the car. It's going to rip the right front into the wall as well. Hyde speed and maintain position for the car. Radio chatter, not that bad. Keep going. So Hyde going to stay on the gas. Across the line, lap number 41 now underway. There are a handful of battles around the racetrack. Involved in a battle here at Myers Racing. You can see the backstretch. Brandon Hickory gonna take it on the top spot. Speaker once again. Changes hands in 7. Top spot away, close battle. At the front. Around that fourth position, you can see Littleton now struggling to keep 8th away from Kansas. World Performance Mustang going to take the position away. Jan Van Leer in a little bit of a battle of his own. That way down the back stretch. Christopher Spencer. But it's in. Is up there. side of a podium position has had a little bit of struggles here, losing some points in the 11. Will drop outside of the top 10 and sit at 11. Battles around the track, so we'll try to bring you all the action that begin. The Black Rifle Coffee, number 9 Camaro of Travis Smith. He's got some company behind him. Dustin German out on his trail. A little bit of a gap for Smith to overcome as Compton sits in fifth. Some green flag action slips on the last caution here. It's on caution number 2. Lap number 21. Two of these drivers have yet to even make their first green flag pit stop. Well, the entire field has yet to make a green flag pit stop, but a few of these drivers are going to be forced into making their first pit stop of the night. Here tonight, quickly, found the rules to change. Sure, calendar to this season. So you figure you got quite a bit of time to overcome some early adversity. But as we close in, just about 12 laps or so away from the halfway point. Those small mistakes become canyons, mountains of mistakes. Smith able to bring the Compton in. We're going to have a battle for the final spot inside of the top 5. Up 12 positions, he's going to be your Jekyll Controls hard charger. Can he keep that Rainier Beer Mustang front of the field? He'll cross the line half a second and finish as lap number 50 goes on the board. Biggest battle right here for Travis Smith, Zachary Compton, Roy Hyde, Lance Yancey, all right here. Getting elbows up. Brian Mescal Jr.'s got Ryan Littleton, Gary Wright, Jan Van Leer, all right there running with him. The two corner battles as we cross the line, lap number 51, now under Queen City, Charlotte Motor Speedway, hosting race number 2. Chevrolet NextGen Racing Series. And it looks like we have our first comers to Bend Road. Dustin Turk, Chris Spencer, both going to head to Bend Road this time by. We're going to jump on board now with the 9 of Travis Smith. He's got 4.2 seconds to try to make up. I mean, that's a tall task to ask, but one of those wily veterans. We'll see if he can't reel in these handful of guys in front of him as Zachary Compton get ahead to Penn Road. Going to be a 4-tire stop for Compton. Smith still embroiled in this battle for the final spot inside of the top 5. One of your only drivers that has yet to hit pit road still here tonight. Travis Smith running a solid 5th position. Jan Van Leer back in 10th. He's yet to make his green flag stop. Interesting enough, a handful of these drivers have lost their lap. They have went down the lap to race leader Raymond Medina. He's going to be able to stay out for quite some time here, folks. I mean, almost a 30 lap on the tires, so that can it's going to put a handful of these guys in a very precarious situation. If you sit and think about it, German was all near the front of the field for a vast majority of this run, but now they find themselves outside of the top 10, off of the lead lap. Race leaders, they're not going to have to come to pit road for quite some time. So if we get a late caution here in this run, it's really going to be bad for German mechanics. They're going to get stuck a lap down, have to take a wave around, be forced to take a wave around. Man, I just out of winner. You see Travis Smith, your final driver to make a stop here tonight. Smith's got to get the car slowed down. Nobody pumped by pit road police. I want to say surprisingly, but strangely enough, nobody getting pumped by the pit road police as we cross the line. This time around, 59 getting on the board a little bit early. 18 drivers took to the Damian Patton Real Estate starting grid. We have still got 16 out on the track. And we're showing right now 9 drivers left on the lead lap. One lap down to your race leaders. So your top 9 now left on the lead lap. Raymond Medina going to lead them all, and he's going to be tied for that Chevrolet Controls Car Award. Lance Yancey on 12 positions, sitting in 5th. So the Ford Performance. Super Snake gain another position or two. We'll have a chance to solidify the This is your horses battle on the racetrack for position. Lance Yancey on the racetrack, the double O. Early scrape with the outside elbow seems to have since recovered well here. And down, knocking on the door of the top 5. Just a little bit through 1 and 2. You know, right now we've got a big focus on the battles. Rob Haynes now moved to the inside. The Home Depot number 24 Mustang will take the final position in the podium. full on. Biggest race lead here tonight. The Rainier second advantage over Jerry West. West, you remember, involved early here tonight. Incident. The Wrangler, number 86, had a little bit of a spin. Fortunately enough, no real damage being sustained in the 86. That's why we race every lap. Right here. Perfect prime example. Start to his Coca-Cola 188. He's since kept his head down and elbows up and hands position inside of the top three. Cycle, but we do have a few battles to speak of. Brian Littleton still off of the lead lap as well. Dustin German, Zachary Bowman, this week goes in lap number 7. Is Brian Hill Jr. and we're knocking on the door close to what is this going to be? Close to 50 laps of green flag racing on the fuel and tires for these guys. Looked like Smith was looking to the inside, ball pin, run it back up, waiting to make a pass and in position. Smith and Spencer slowly moving towards the big guy around the understand here tonight as Smith Littleton who running in 12. See, the big problem right now Dustin German, Brian Littleton, Travis Smith. This is Smith. Much fresher time. Way behind. Way behind. These things slowly shrinking as the 86 of Jerry Lewis continues to run laps at a tick or two faster. Chevrolet Racing Series. Big time shout out to all of our sponsors this season. Not just title and series sponsor Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, but everybody that keeps the wheels moving and keeps things working. Damian Patton Real Estate coming on board this season. Starting big shout out to Damian Patton Real Estate. Big shout out to Jeffrey Controls as well. Car Charger, sponsor in the 2023 season. You can pick up more positions than anybody else throughout the course of the race. You'll find yourself with a little extra in your back pocket. And speaking of back pocket, Jeffrey Controls sponsoring the Charlotte Sequential shifter going out to the race winner. You'll have to follow back, see if you want to know who won that one. RP and Egyptian YouTube channel and check things out. You can find it over there. In the playlist, look for the All-Star event and what a race, what a night it was. Special Father's Day presentation here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Big shout out, as always, to punt kicker. As well as based American bully breeders in Western North Carolina. You can check them out on Instagram as well as Facebook. That's Mountain Mafia Kennels. As we find some time, we've got flag pit stops underway once again. Brian Musco Jr., Lance Yancey, Gary White, Thomas Watts, on a pit road. Zachary Compton will gain the race lead as he works his way across the stripe. 76 laps now go on the board. No trouble on the apron. Down there on the apron, that ended up pretty bad. Got a few shout outs for a few of them around the way. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you can find out somehow on your own. Not quite sure how you're going to do it, but big shout out to Race Joker TV. Check them out when you have the opportunity and chance. BK Gamies as well. Big Bando. Bando Jr. Good buddy Gino Chance. SAST. If somebody can find Joe Hugo, you let me know. It's always nice to never find that guy. So with the sponsor in our back pocket, no shout outs out the way. Stay underway. Long green flag roll. We have been clean and green since lap number 21. We crossed the line this time by lap number 79, getting on the board. And now, my, how that running had stretched it out, stayed out on track, has some of the freshest tires in the field. And the Smith can go back to the top spot once again, grab the race lead. Lurking in the background, 1 second off. Toyota Camry of Carlton Charles sits in 13th. Charles listed as the first driver 1 lap down in that 13th position. So your top 6, yes indeed, your top 6. Coming to pit road right around that lap 50 to 57 mark. It's gonna get, this is definitely gonna get good. Looks like drivers that just came to pit road now on lap number 75-ish. They may try to stretch this thing to about lap 110. They can make it to about lap 110 or 112. They're gonna be good to go tonight. Smith Compton German right here, all on the stream, all on the same strategy or very close strategies. They're going to have to come to pit road in the next 20 laps or so. And you get into things like this. Okay, race leader Travis Smith walking away from the field. Half a second in him and trying out. To stay out on track for 57. Yes, there was some help from some caution flags. This has since been a green flag race all the way since lap number 21. So let's do the math. Smith 57 laps on the start. 50. That's going to put him stopping somewhere around that 105 to 107. Definitely have enough fuel. But will a tire strategy get thrown into the mix? Smith already to victory lane 2 times this season. Walked into tonight's race well inside of the top 10 points. Nothing to really worry about. You gamble. Roll the dice. I don't know. You may just see a 2-tire stop to finish things off here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. You're watching the Coca-Cola Right Here. With less than 40 laps to go this time around, Travis Smith could show the way to rear here. 87 machine. And Raymond Arena beginning to close in. Lap number 73, so only 13 lap old tires. A ton of speed, a big advantage. You can just see how quickly he closed the gap. 1 and 2 all over the rear deck landed. Close racing action here. But I don't think the 87 can make it on fuel. You do the math. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so close. Doing the math right here, lap 73 at 50 laps, that's going to be what? 130, 133-ish. It's going to be more than enough, in theory. Honestly, race fans, my brain is starting to hurt thinking about all of these strategies. We've got 3 to 4 different strategies here tonight. Nancy in third position, Travis Smith, much different strategy than the guys out front. Right here, that 87 as well as the 86. And how about Jerry West, man? Just big night here tonight for the 86. Qualified well inside of the top 10. Running very well here tonight. Sitting in his highest position all race long. West gonna finish out the dynamic duos at the front, the fast forwards, holding it down. So here's what we know. We know what we know, and we're going to find out what we have to find out. But out front, your race leader, very, very close to making it to the field. The driver right behind him. Running the second here tonight. By the wheel of the SRTV 86 Ford Mustang. Very, very close. To come to pit road for more fuel to make it to the end. The man sitting in third, now 3.4 seconds off of your race leader. Travis Smith. He cannot make it to the end. Fuel. Back and forth. Ron Haynes, your pole sitter, maybe possibly to be able to get to the end of tonight's race without coming to pit road. he has got the biggest chance, the biggest opportunity to make the fuel strategy really work. Stayed outstretched that stuff a little bit further than your top two. So Haynes, a little bit more fuel in his back pocket. Ball rolling. How much saving is going on at the front of the field? That's another thing we haven't really talked about or looked into. Looking at speeds. Speeds seem to be fairly consistent all through the field, so nobody jumping out is a big saver right now as we inch closer and closer to the 100 lap mark and bring us to less than 25 laps to go. Only 12 cars left on the lead lap here tonight for the Coca-Cola 188. Wake up! It's time for the run to the end. Here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tell you what, race fans, if you haven't already, show these guys some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy all the great racing action here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Only 2 caution flags, both prior to lap 21. Long green flag stands here from Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. So again, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love. Drop that thumbs up. Click subscribe. Push that bell. Over there with the right-hand side, hit notify every time we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. So while you're here, while these guys are putting on a show, go ahead, slap that thumbs up button. 11 of Chris Spencer, he's had enough, he's seen enough, he's not going to have enough to get to the end. He'll bring the 11 of Pit Road, the Home Depot, number 24 of Derek Myers. Early trouble here tonight. Looks to have had a little bit of a radiator problem. Myers on Pit Road fixing things up. We'll see if he can get the pros to get him fixed up and get what? Wait a minute, the pros. That's Los, isn't it? Guys, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate that. So we're gonna fire our media man here, giving us some mixed information, but nonetheless, green flag is still underway. Carlton Charles gonna rejoin the racetrack. Dustin German, Jan Van Leer, also to Penn Road. So as we run to the lap of 100 mark, Brian Littleton gonna bring his 80s, Henry strengths, AC Delco, Chevy Camaro, he's gonna give up quite a bit of positions, possibly fall off of the lead lap as Littleton sits back in 9th. How far can Smith stretch it? There's your answer. Is going to head to pit road. Travis Smith peeling away from 4th. He'll drop down to pit road for the final time here today. Very important stop. This is the last shot to give your driver a little bit of help. We'll see how good the pit crews are as we continue to watch the battle for the top spot. 25 laps remaining. Neither of these guys saving any bit of fuel. But again, the problem we spoke about earlier, right here rearing its ugly head. Once again, race leaders going to battle with each other. Rob Haynes going to sit in 3rd, Roy Hyde and Lance Yancey will down top. The top 5 solid night here tonight for Brian Mescal Jr. sitting in the 6th. 10 spots from where he qualified, so a great run here for Mescal Jr. Gary Wright machine. One lap down. Sitting in second. Travis Smith. Some of the freshest tires in the field. Sitting in eighth. One lap down. That is the one thing I think these front runners really have the advantage on. Is these guys with the fresh tires, I don't know that they have enough time to use those tires to their advantage. The racing will continue to mix things up with traffic right there beside them. I don't think they're going to have to worry about fresh tires. They may just have to worry about who's coming in third. Not a lot of battles to speak of as we cross the line this time around over that 100 lap count. And 104 will go on to win this time around. Or I apologize, lap 105. Side. I haven't seen that high side come into effect in quite a handful of laps, but he was going to do so. He's going to power away. Look at that Mustang one. Top two are the blue ovals. Highest running Toyota in the field, sits in third. Rob Haynes, your pole sitter here tonight. Looking for a good finish. On the podium with 20 laps to go. Rob Haynes sits in third. Roy Hyde in fourth with Lance Yancey and Brian Mescal Jr. rounding out. The drivers remaining on your lead lap. Mescal Jr. sits in sixth. What do you do too if you are Rob Haynes, if you are Roy Hyde? Haynes sitting about 6.5 seconds back from these top two drivers going at it on track. Is there a point where you really just begin to get in fuel save mode, trying to nurse this thing on home and see if those top two run each other out of fuel with the battles they've had? You can see a big back off from the 87. All but setting a parachute behind that Ford Mustang Cadena way off pace. And here we go. We may have an answer. Lance Yancey will peel from the racetrack and down to pit road. Lance, one of the drivers that came to pit road right around that lap 72, lap 75 mark. So maybe not enough fuel for your front runners. Sitting in the catbird seat, could we see someone steal the show here tonight? Gary Wright in a great position. 5 seconds out in front of Travis Smith. Can Wright bring this thing home? And here's the most interesting thing about it, right? Is Gary in that 30 machine. Let's go take a look at him. Where's he out on track, guys? Let's get a picture of him. There he is. The 0. 30 machine. Sitting in 6th. Listed 1 lap down. Looking to get his way around. The man sitting in 3rd right now. 14 laps to go. If your top drivers run out of fuel, Wright may be able to save enough to get there. Sure, he came to pit road with these top drivers, but he has been, oh my goodness, excuse us, he has been in a lot of draft through this run. He's been able to save the most fuel, in our opinion, of the top 6 guys that are in that iffy fuel window. Travis Smith lurking in the distance. There you can see Smith. 2 seconds back now from Brown. He's got fresh tires. He's got more than enough fuel. Very different strategies, and will it work for Smith in the 9? He is in a hurry. A second faster than your race leader. But the problem, again, he's sitting about 45 seconds away from the race lead. So he is going to need the drivers in to get closer on fuel. He's going to be the man to target. He's going to be the man to watch. And then we see Smith going to take over that lucky dog position. Should we see a caution flag fly? Honestly, right now, Brian Littleton, they're yelling debris right here, right now. Because they know the race leaders would come and get tires. They know the race leaders would come and get fuel. Smith would get the lucky dog. They would get a wave around. It'd be tough to battle with older tires, but at least you find yourself with that opportunity, with that chance. You know the old saying, you know the old adage. Cautions breed cautions. And with less than 10 laps remaining here from Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Coca-Cola 188, you can guaranteedly bet. I don't even know if that's a word, but we're going to make that one up. You can absolutely guarantee your bet. Bet the farm, sell the house, doesn't matter. You can guarantee there's going to be some action. If we get a green light attempt here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway, no real battles to bring you, no real battles to watch unfold. The strategy seems to be unraveling for the man behind the wheel of that 9 machine. Doesn't look like the strategy's going to pay off. Doesn't look like it is going to work out. We'll see if Smith can prove us wrong and at least break in to a solid top 5 place finish. Still a long way to go as we cross the line. This the latest time by 7 laps remaining. There you can see Brian Musco Jr. up 11 positions from where he qualified. Great run here tonight for the Mac Tool. Number 33 is Chevy Camaro. He's got Roy Hyde looking to his, I apologize, Hyde out front. That's going to be 11. Chris Spencer listed multiple laps down here tonight. Spencer once battled and challenged for the race lead, now finds himself all the way outside of the top 10. 3 laps down as we start to finish things off here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 5 laps to go this next time by. It's great to see this 33 as well, but will it all be for naught? That is the biggest question that we face right now. Is how are things about to turn out? How are things about to go down? Will these guys out front have enough fuel? Will they run out? Will it be a last lap that they run out? Will Travis Smith have enough speed? way around. Looking at lap times, the differential definitely getting smaller. Now just looks to be 0.6 of a second faster. So the deficit is continuing to go away, but not quick enough. Travis Smith going to be locked 1 lap down with 4 laps remaining. Will we see it inside the top 5 right now? Excuse me. My goodness, getting a little excited here because out of your top 5 runners, none of them have been to victory lane so far this season. We're going to have a new race winner barring any late flying. We're going to set ourselves up for another new race winner here this season. I believe we're waiting for it. We've got it in our ear. 9 different race leaders. If Jerry West can bring this thing on home, popsicle sticks on display last time around for a race leader. So just 1 more to go. And there you can see Travis Smith in the background. It's just not going to be enough time for Smith. Great strategy, but it's just not going to be the race strategy. Racing for nothing but pride as we cross the line. White flag flies. Final lap here tonight. Just 1.5 miles remaining. The 188 scheduled tonight's official race distance. 125 laps. 2 caution flags. Clean and green since lap number 21 here tonight from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Into turn 3 for the final time here tonight. Behind the wheel of his 86 TV Network Ford Mustang out of 4 across the line, and checkered flag flies here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jerry West, like his name, the history books with a race winning performance here tonight. What a race, what a night, what a run for Jerry West. Great job for West. Raymond Hedina going to walk away in second. Great run here tonight for Raymond as he's going to finish up 11 positions from where he qualified. Your pole sitter, Rob Haynes, had to nurse it on home. Haynes going to walk away with third. Brian Mescal Jr., great showing for Mescal Jr. Roy Hyde going to round out your top 5 in the final driver on the lead lap. So as West heads to the front stretch, he's going to burn it down for all the fans in the stands. A little bit of a smoke show as we get things ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back right after this brief commercial break. And back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's Coca-Cola 188. What a race, what a night. We're going to dive right into these post-race interviews. Let's see if we can grab a word or two with the man that walked away with the pole position and the final spot on the podium here tonight behind the wheel of that 199 Toyota Camry. Rob, it's Dave. You got a copy?
I got you, Dave.
Hey, man, heck of a race, heck of a night for you and your crew. You walked away with the top spot in qualifying. You had led a handful of laps here tonight, just unfortunately not going to pan out the way that you may have wanted it to, but still walking away third. Can't be too upset about that.
No, Dave, I'm pretty happy, man. I was just talking to Kerry there, and I was telling him, I got in a wreck early, and that's what made me have to pit. I had a meatball flag, so, I mean, I probably wouldn't have pitted there. I'd have stayed out with, Littleton and everybody else who was up front there. And it kind of worked out in my favor, and, sometimes you need a little bit of luck in this sport, so I'll take it whenever I can get it, Dave.
Well, Rob, we had 3 races left remaining before the kickoff of the playoffs. We're down to now just 2 weeks with a little bit of time off in between for some holidays and things of that nature. But as we finish out the regular season, what's your thought process looking to some of those playoff races? What's the mentality for you and the crew?
Watching the other drivers, I mean, with this NextGen Racing League, we got some tough guys here, and just seeing what they're doing and who's showing up every week, and just trying to make a game plan and moving ahead. Just trying to get top fives, just to finish the race. I think is and top 5, top 10. Consistency is always good in my mind, and sometimes it doesn't win everything, but if you can finish every race in a consistent top 5, top 10, you're going to be up there fighting for the win at the end.
Absolutely. We couldn't agree more. Well, Rob, again, congratulations on your pole position here tonight. Congratulations on the podium. Before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, sure. To Bandit Motorsports and NextGen Racing League, and of course you guys doing the broadcast. I love going back and watching it, and it's another way to learn about your competitors on track is to go back and watch what they're doing during the race, and I like to do that. And yeah, I'm just glad I was able to race here and get a good finish tonight. And like I said, a little bit of luck sometimes is on your side, but appreciate everything you do, Dave.
Absolutely. Well, my man, again, congratulations on the podium. Have yourself a safe, happy holiday weekend coming up. We'll try to catch up with you next time. But until then, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Appreciate it, Dave. Thanks. And congrats out to Jerry and Raymond there on the first and second. Jerry ran a hell of a run there, a hell of a race there, and good to see him win.
Well, all right, there you have it. Final few parting words for the man that walked away with the pole position here tonight. He's going to parlay that into a podium finish. Rob Haynes going to finish back in third. And that's going to move us right along the laundry list. Let's see if we can now talk to the man that walked away in second behind the wheel of that 87 Rainier beer machine. Raymond, heck of a run. How you feeling, bud?
Hey, thanks for having me in the booth here with you. I feel great. It's my first podium finish in this league so far this season. Pretty distraught, pretty upset that I didn't get the win. I dominated that race. I had a good strategy, but my teammate, Jerry West, who's coming up next, is the one who won it. He's my teammate, and I'd rather, a smoke show racing car get the win no matter what. But getting runner-up position, double-edged sword. It's a great finish for the season, great finish for points as I'm outside of the cut for the championship chase. But at the same time, it's not a win. I don't know. It's going to be a tough pill to swallow. This is the best race. I did really well Thursday practice, and I spent a lot of time practicing this week to prepare for this race, and to lose it with the last 20 laps was it's pretty tough.
Well, the season's not over yet. I'm sure this isn't going to be the final time speaking to you. I know we got a few off weeks, but do you think you can build some momentum off of this one?
Momentum is no issue. a lot of momentum coming into this race, even with the weeks that we had off. And I felt very confident at Charlotte. So absolutely, my spirits are high. My adrenaline's still pumping. I can't wait for the next race and go out there and try to put on a show and make some good content for the streamed race. But yeah, momentum is definitely key coming out right now.
Well, Raymond, again, congratulations on the showing here tonight, walking away from second from Charlotte. Before we let you go, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, to my homie Zach Fisher. He usually watches with his girlfriend Kayla, and if they were watching tonight and saw that finish, thank you for their support. Other than that, Smoke Show Racing, Chris Spencer, Dustin German, Jerry West, Derek Myers, all those guys. I wish them best in every race, and I'm glad to be on the same track with them as well as everybody else. But anyways, thank you, and yeah, hopefully we talk again soon.
All right, my man. Well, again, stay safe and keep it fast.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few words from the man that walks away second. You could hear a little bit of disappointment in his voice. Led a handful of laps, but not going to be able to lead the most important lap, and that's the last lap. However, we'll run to victory lane and talk to his teammate behind the wheel of that 86 Ford Mustang. Jerry, it's Dave. You got us?
Absolutely. I got you, buddy.
Well, man, for the first time this season, we're going to be able to check that winner column next to your name. How good does that feel?
It feels good, man. It doesn't feel so good kind of taking it from Raymond like that, actually, but it does feel good to win, as always. Yeah, we just didn't want to take it from any one of our teammates, but we did. So, shout out to Raymond, man. Good race on his good call. He made the same call I did. We actually didn't discuss it. I know Chris and Dustin and all those boys, they discussed it and they decided to stay out. I didn't think it was a good idea, man. It was one stop if we went in. So we went on in, worked our way through the front there in the first couple laps, got out there in that clean air, man, right behind them boys. So that paid off a lot for us. I think Derek was catching us there for a little bit. He kind of fell off when he got to me because he pushed it a little hard. Then I believe he got a penalty in pit road. Him and Chris both got one. So it was a pretty good race for me and Raymond, but the other boys, they had a little bit of a struggle.
Well, I know you say you kind of feel bad from taking it from your teammate, but at the same time, you got to kind of look at it from a team aspect. That means you guys were 1 and 2. Great finish for the team. I know some of the other guys had a little bit of problem, but still a great finish for the majority of the team. You walk away with your first win. You're going to carry some momentum over the holiday weekend. What do you think is going to happen when we hit the track again? Well, Jerry, a fine performance.
Usually pretty good at
okay, there you go.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I think your mic was a little unplugged or something. Not quite sure.
Yeah, I wasn't pushing the button hard enough. But we got Atlanta and Vegas coming up, and hopefully it's the old Atlanta. But even if it's the new Atlanta, we'll try to do our best there. I think we got a good shot at Vegas. Not so sure how it's going to work out, if we'll be in the chase or not. We didn't show up for all the races, so not sure how that's going to work out.
Well, Jerry, we'll have to let the admins and officials kind of determine that. We're in the, I don't want to say we're in the dark, but we're in the dark. We don't know.
Absolutely, yeah. I did all I could do to put it in their hands.
Absolutely, you did. Well, again, man, congratulations with getting the monkey off your back, getting to victory lane, and beginning the possible chance at a championship. Until next time, well, first, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, shout out to all the guys and gals that make it possible at NextGen Racing League for putting this on, and of course Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet for coming on board. And the sponsors this week, I'm not sure, forgot the name of those boys, but thank you for that, for sponsoring tonight's race. And we got SRTV on the hood, man. Glad we could get a victory for them. They've been waiting a long time for it, so glad we could do that. and all our teammates back at Smoke Show Racing. Shout out to all the drivers that showed up. Anybody that was out there watching, thank you for that. And hopefully we was able to put on a good show for everybody.
Well, from my standpoint, it was an absolute phenomenal show. Great racing all night long. You're going to prevail at the end, walk away with your first checkered flag. So congratulations once again. And as always, my man, until next time, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, there you go. Final few words from the man that walks away in first for the first time this season. The 86 of Jerry West will capture the checkered flag. And that's going to pretty much do it for us. We're going to get ready to cut off the lights and roll up the cords as we get set for the holiday weekend, the 4th of July coming up. So I hope everybody stays safe. Hope you all have a happy holiday. And as you can hear in the background already, producers beginning to hit those buttons. So you know the sounds. You know it's time for us to run down tonight's unofficial race results of the Coca-Cola 188, brought to you by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, here with the Next Gen Racing Series. Checkered flag in hands, top spot belongs to the Smoke Show 86 machine. Jerry West will finish in first with his teammate Raymond Hadina right behind him. Finishing out the podium here tonight was your pole sitter in the 199, Rob Haynes, will finish back in third. Great finish here tonight for the man behind the wheel of the 33 machine. Brian Maskell Jr. finishes in fourth, and the 00 of Roy Hyde walks away in fifth. Great strategy, just didn't pan out for that number 9. Travis Smith will slide home in 6th. Dirty Air Racing teammate Brian Littleton back in 7th, but Dustin German walking away from the track in 8th. Jan Van Leer going to parlay his way into 9th, and rounding out your top 10 here tonight, 81 of Zachary Compton, Gary Wright, Lance Yancey, and Carlton Charles back in 13th. Christopher Spencer going to finish tonight's race in 14th and 15th from the Coca-Cola 180. Will be Thomas Watts. Derek Myers going to finish his run here tonight in the Home Depot number 24 machine back in 16th. 17th belongs to Stephen Wolfram. And Kerry Cleaver in the 69 going to have a little bit of a romp go, and he'll finish back in 18th. Whew. What a night. What a race. Ton of action all night long here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. As we already said, just 2 more weeks of regular season action. Atlanta Motor Speedway, as well as Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So some great racing coming at you to finish out the regular season. Don't forget about the 4th of July holiday coming up. Hope everybody stays safe. Hope everybody has an absolute wonderful time. And before we finish things off tonight, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers the love and drop the thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of our many different sponsors across our many amazing leagues. We thank each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. So with that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.